A guy who came straight out of the hood and into Hollywood, with more jewelry than an entire museum, and a life so unreal it looks like GTA on steroids. Fame, money, luxury, drama, ambition. Bro, this ain't your average story, and if you thought you'd seen it all, get ready, because what's coming is a whole different league. Bro, some celebs are born with a silver spoon, but The Rock came up from pure hell. In his early 20s, he got kicked out of football, lost his home, lost his direction, and had $7 in his pocket. But what really marked him wasn't being broke. It was seeing his mother cry because they couldn't pay the rent. Bro, that never leaves you. Seeing the woman who gave you life broken, hopeless, it rips you apart. It either breaks you or lights a fire inside you. And The Rock lit up. He swore he would never see his mom cry again. And if the world wouldn't open the door for him, he'd break it down. While others give up when they hit rock bottom, he became a legend. You know what he did? He stepped into the WWE like his life depended on it. Started with cheap matches, riding in beat-up cars, taking hits for $40 a night. Yeah, bro. The guy was sleeping in crappy motels and still never bowed his head. But every match, he got meaner. Every show, every promo was like sending a message to the world. No one steps on me. And while others faded into nothing, The Rock kept climbing, block by block, muscle by muscle. Bro, being broke didn't kill him. It turned him into pure fire. And when he finally blew up in the WWE, he didn't show up as a promise. He showed up as a global monster. From the kid with $7 to filling stadiums, breaking records, dropping catchphrases that stamped pop culture forever. The guy was the show. And from there, he made the impossible jump from wrestler to Hollywood's top actor. Nobody believed it. Everyone said he'd flop. But bro, The Rock doesn't know the word failure. His first movie? Crushed it. Then came more. Fast and Furious, Jumanji, Hercules, San Andreas. Every year, another banger. The man turned into the money machine of the industry. Bro, this guy prints cash every time he smiles at the camera. Since he stepped into Hollywood, his fortune blew up like a nuclear bomb. In 2023 alone, Forbes named him the highest paid actor on the planet, pulling in over $87 million in just 1 year. Bro, literally coming from having $7 damn in his pocket. And that was just the warm-up. Every movie he shoots pulls between $20 and $30 million per role. Bro, a single sponsored post from The Rock on Instagram is worth more than the annual salary of 200 workers combined. One photo, a 7-figure check, and it doesn't stop there. The Rock went heavy into business outside the cameras. He launched his tequila, Terramana, sold at $50 a bottle, and in just 3 years it brought in over $300 million. Bro, while other actors are living off their next audition, The Rock is already cashing checks for movies that haven't even been written yet. And the best part, we still haven't touched the real flex, because if you're impressed by what he makes, bro, The Rock doesn't just live. The Rock floats on a cloud of gold. This guy doesn't just collect houses, he collects legendary mansions. And when I say mansions, I'm not joking. Just his Beverly Hills estate alone is worth over $37 million. It's got 8 bedrooms, a private gym, a movie theater, a massive pool, and even an artificial lake where he kayaks for fun. Bro, you could literally get lost just trying to find the living room. And that's not all. He's also invested in properties in Miami, Canada, and even Puerto Rico. The total value of his real estate portfolio? Over $98 million. And that's without counting his obsession with luxury toys. Bro, The Rock's garage looks like the final scene of Fast and Furious. Rolls Royces, Lamborghinis. His custom Ford F-150 pickup is worth over $850,000. Literally a big truck for a big man. And then there's his $2.6 million Pagani Huayra. To this day, I wonder how the hell this guy even fits inside that tiny rocket, bro. And when he's on tour, forget regular flights. He flies in his private jet worth over $75 million. Bro, The Rock doesn't arrive at movie sets like an actor. He pulls up like a head of state. Bro, some people spend their whole lives saving up just to buy a $5,000 car. The Rock spends that on watches or on dinner for his entire team. But the flex doesn't stop there. He's got a collection of Swiss watches, exclusive jewelry, and even his own wrestling ring inside his house, so he can train like a beast whenever he wants. And if we're talking women, fame, and drama, bro, The Rock doesn't collect cheap scandals. He collects respect. Yeah, he's had romances, marriages, even $1 million divorces, but you've never seen him in cheap paparazzi drama. His private life is so solid that even in breakups, the guy comes out applauded. His current wife, Lauren Hashian, is the queen of his empire. empire, and his daughters his ultimate weakness. But the craziest part, he monetizes every piece of his life. Every family photo becomes a cover, every statement a global trend. He literally turns his daily routine into gold. And in the middle of all that fame, The Rock's figure keeps rising, because even after decades at the top, every year he reinvents himself, stronger, richer, more viral. And every time he posts a training pic, the world stops and asks, where the hell does this beast come from? Bro, if motivation were a cryptocurrency, this guy would own Wall Street. And if you thought the flex ended there, get ready, because now comes the wildest part. If The Rock has one obsession, it's not awards or parties, it's challenges. This guy doesn't buy things, he buys achievements. His daily routine starts at 4 a.m. every damn day. Before most people even open their eyes, he's already an hour deep into a brutal workout. Weights, cardio, stretches. This isn't for show, it's about waking up while others are still sleeping and winning before the day even begins. And it's not just the routine. The Rock lives by one mantra: be humble, be hungry, and always be the hardest worker in the room. That phrase isn't just his mantra, it's his engine, his warning that there are no comforts, only tasks. He's got one of the most insane routines in Hollywood. Portable gyms, personal chefs, elite trainers. His daily diet costs more than the rent of 20 families in Venezuela, literally. And when he takes vacations, he rents entire islands just to relax with his family. But you know what's the craziest part? Most people will never understand what it really costs to be a legend. Everyone wants success, but they can't even get out of bed without complaining. They admire the shine, but they have no clue about the blood behind the spotlight. The Rock wasn't born different, bro. He just had the guts that most people lack. While you sit making excuses, there are people out there bleeding for their dreams. And that's the difference between the ones who watch and the ones who win. So the next time you wonder why your life looks the same, ask yourself, do you lack luck, or do you just have too many excuses? The real luxury isn't the car or the fame. It's breaking yourself for what you want, even if nobody claps. Because if you're waiting for the world to give you permission, bro, you better keep watching while others do it. Now, here's the real question. Are you gonna keep idolizing monsters, or are you finally gonna become one? But YouTube thinks you'll like this video on screen, so make sure to check it out if you want to see these over-the-top millionaires. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, my friend.